good morning on the continued British heatwave. I was filming at the zombie housing unit or shopping mall, and what I was saying about statist and private joint ventures to artificially create markets. Here's another thing here we go. A few private companies at the top, but mostly it's British Council and European Regional Development Fund money investing in England's northwest, because no one else will. This isn't the free market, guys. This is government artificially trying to stir up business. And as we saw from that shopping mall yesterday, there's no business. You know, Michael Cope, the murder suspect that's on the run here in Salford, he was spotted yesterday buying food in a local store. He has grown a beard, and the police think he's hiding in one of the many miles worth of canals around here. And this is why I'm walking along a canal, because I am bounty hunting. I am chasing the £25,000 tax-free reward for bringing in the wanted murder suspect, Michael Cope. And this goes to show he's still in the area. I actually thought he'd be in Spain or Portugal by now, smuggled out. The police say he may have a gun. He may have a gun. And here's the funny thing, £25,000 reward for him, but they're advising the public not to go near him. Well, for £25,000, I will citizens arrest that guy and hand him into the law. Oh look, here's some cool abandoned building. Let's film that, have a look. If we zoom in a bit more, the white balance sorts its brain out. There you go. So, how much is that abacus in the window? And where are we? We are outside the offices of, there you go, number 3 and 4, Zeus. Zeus Capital, Zeus Partners. And what I think is funny about the name of this place, let me see if I can get that for you. Oh, there goes the tripod. Let me get that for you. Check this out. It's not Old Bailey like in London. This is New Bailey. Much better. Anyway, anyone who's not from Manchester won't know this, but this here is a government building, of course, one of the most impressive buildings in all of Manchester. And of course, it's the Manchester Civil Justice Centre. And this got famous in the news a few days ago because Ian Brady, the Moors murderer, one of our nastiest, scummiest murderer of children from a few decades ago, was denied the right to move to prison from hospital here. But it's just such a weird cubist. It looks like a chest of drawers with some drawers sticking out. City centre Manchester seems to be about 17% court building, probably because Greater Manchester is one of the wilder parts of Great Britain, and Salford, where I live, the Detroit of Britain, is in Greater Manchester. But how much does this building remind you of the American Embassy in London? The one where I filmed Everything Is Okay #2, The Hunt for Terror. And yeah, this is ugly. It's got, you know, the good old fascist eagle. But what I found very interesting here is, there's me, hello. It has, I'm going to try and see if I can get that, the full name of the Queen, the fucking blue-blooded fucking scummy scumbag. Let me read it out for you. Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and of her other realms and territories, Queen, head of the Commonwealth and defender of the faith, open these courts of justice on the 24th day of May, in the year of our Lord, MCM LX1, which I think means 1961. Can someone else confirm that? Thank you. Hey, check it out, I was right about the date, 1961. Anyway, more right honourables, more lords, Lord Chief this, Lord Chief that, good old reptilian brain, tradition, conservatism, you know, ritual. Look where we are, ladies and gentlemen. Manchester's Magistrates' Court and Coroner's Court. I just need to do a quick piece to camera here because I received some government paperwork a few weeks ago in a funny brown envelope from Her Majesty's Courts with reference to Manchester Magistrates' Court. And what they sent me was a summons to attend Magistrates' Court here for the non-payment of council tax. And what the council here is going to try and do is slap a liability order onto yours truly, plus £80 costs for not paying my council tax. I mean, there's obviously, you guys all know the story here. I'm an indigent human being. I don't pay arbitrary fees to any motherfucker for being alive. And when we look at how scary liability orders are, last year in Great Britain, probably most of them around Manchester, courts issued 3 million liability orders onto British people, British adults. And a tiny fraction of those actually led to debt collectors and bailiffs turning up at people's houses. So I appreciate the state and their computerized system finding me as a pointless number on the computer screen, sending me an automated letter inviting me to the court. But I'm not going to turn up. If anyone's walking past on the 24th of July, you'll see my name on the board for non-payment of council tax or whatever it is they state. But I'm just going to reject this invitation and go about my merry day. Anyway, just to let you know, if you look up Manchester on Wikipedia, it'll tell you, but Manchester was the most powerful city in the world for a while, back in the good old days. But check this out. We've all seen the Bank of England down in London, but the Bank of England used to be here. Or a branch of it used to be here in Manchester, in a building designed by an archaeologist. And yeah, of course you can see that little snaky, double helix snaky. You've got your nice Doric columns. You've got a bit here of, yep, I can see it. You can see it. The Fibonacci sequence, 1.168, look at that. 1.681, I mean. Okay, we're still at the Bank of England building, 82 here, but it's funny, it says the King is back. The current governor of the Bank of England is called Mervyn King. He's just retiring, so he's not back. And anyway, the reason I think they're calling it King is because it's on King Street. But, you know, everything's related. Everything is everything. Everything is everything. Empty office space, empty office space. Empty space, empty space, empty spacey. Premium grade, empty space, hey, see. Premium grade, empty space, nobody's in Manchester. What a silly abandoned city with government funding. Look at that. We've got a Bank of England, and just like London, there's a Pall Mall here. Pall Mall Court private car park. And I, at 6'5", 1m96, am officially too tall to exist in here. So let's see, can the 6'5" man wearing shoes get in? Yeah, you can. Lovely new, stunning offices. Totally empty, nobody's renting them. The Zenith building, stunning offices, nobody's renting. Continuing the apocalypse theme, just to give you an idea, here's a stunning old building from the 1800s. Gorgeous building, number 22 Norfolk Street. Completely abandoned. It's so abandoned it has trees growing out of it. I think a shop like Primark exemplifies and symbolizes many aspects of our society. The desire for glitz and inauthentic glamour. I mean, some of the designers here, I guess, copy very glamorous haute couture, high fashion ranges, but the clothing in here is disposable. It's what, like about £2 or £3 per something. Is that a schoolgirl being searched by? No, it's not. Overly dramatic. Look at that. Looking out for any scandal, but I've never bought anything from Primark. I know many of the people that watch my videos do buy things from Primark. But it should make you think that during the recession, as people are getting squeezed more and more, shops like Primark are shooting up in popularity, like massively shooting up. And a lady in a headscarf has just told the security guard that I'm filming. I saw them out of the left there, but I think you're allowed to from out here. Oh no, he's radioing me in, he's radioing me in. Let's see. The canny viewer may have guessed by now that I'm in a very good relationship here with people trying to tell me what to do. Obviously I'm fishing. So, hey, how's it going?
I'm alright, so is it possible if I can have a quick check?
Have a quick check? Sure, here you go.
Not there. No, not
there. You go.
I'm alright.
We're doing a quick check.
Is it possible not to make video here unless you're in the Primark store because we don't allow cameras or anything like that in video?
You don't allow cameras in there?
Yeah, all tiles. So if you want to make it from there, you're welcome.
From over here? Is it over here okay?
Yeah, that's all yours.
Okay, thanks man. Cheers. You see, how can you argue with a friendly, smiling security guard who comes up to me like a human being, all friendly, all smiles, says it's absolutely fine when you move an extra meter? You see, that shows you I'm not only looking for fights, I'm looking for humanity. I'm looking for genuineness. And that nice guy, who knows where he was from, I would guess by the accent, Indian, Pakistani perhaps. Nice guy. A few people have been saying to me, Charlie, you're in Manchester, cover that story of that burnt out building in the northern quarter on Oldham Street where the fireman died. So here I am, I'm going to check it, I'm going to cover it. If we have a look here, here's the beginnings of it. Oh yeah, apologies for my voice, I've lost my voice a little bit because I've got a bit of a chesty cough, a cold. So the smell of burnt out wood is very strong here, and Stacy, my girlfriend, she buys her hair dye and semi-permanent hair stuff from there. And yeah, here's the tribute to the unfortunate firemen, and everyone loves firemen. I always love firemen. They, of the statist kind of emergency services as well as paramedics, are the true heroes of any society. And when you hear flashing blue lights, when you turn around and it's an ambulance or a fire engine, you're like, oh, thank God it's not a fucking cop. But yeah, Paul's Hair Boutique, and as you can see, a nice other Corinthian classical building here. Completely burnt out, blue rinse, completely smashed up. And this is terribly sad that a fireman has died. I think, if I read the story correctly, they've arrested 2 teenage girls for arson.
How many people?
Who died?
One people.
Welcome to the British heatwave. We now have grass wetting specialists going around with little hoses, making sure that the brown grass goes green again. Okay, we're here at a very minor Unite public sector union. They're here outside another building in Manchester. Of course, they've got the little local bobby, little cup that's going to you know, get everything sorted out with the unionist and make sure everything's going by the book. Because you can't have a protest against the government without full compliance of the government, full authority of the government. So we got here blacklisting ruins lives.